Hi Leo, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your August 2022 tarot reading. This is a reading for all Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Happy birthday to all of you who will be celebrating. If this is your sun sign, Leo season brings an extra bit of fun and energy to everything. And if you're new here, welcome. I post new readings on Friday, then again on Monday. So if a reading doesn't resonate, come back in a couple of days. You can watch a new reading. Fridays are a general reading. Mondays are something different every week. Today's reading will be a more detailed Celtic cross style reading, but I also do love readings on Mondays, law of attraction card, tarot card readings, and then I also did a quick reads last week just for fun. So if you like tarot and you like the channel, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to Higher Source Tarot. All right, what advice do you have for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Leo need to know, please, for the best and highest good of all concerned with Leo? Messages for Leo, please. All right, we'll start here with the tarot, and then we'll have the angel answers. Current situation, we have the Page of Cups. The immediate influence is the Tower. That's interesting. In your subconscious, you have the Knight of Pentacles. In the distant past, the Two of Wands. More recent past, the Three of Pentacles. The energy coming towards you is the Eight of Cups. You're represented by the Page of Wands. The Page of Cups and Page of Wands are a lot of fun together. The person or situation that you're attracting is the King of Wands. You have the Chariot here. Interesting. Chariot in your hopes and fears, High Priestess and the outcome, which is interesting with the Eight of Cups because that's the hero's journey. So you've got here the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. And I feel like there's going to be a big release here. Something big. There's a big shift, energetic shift with that Tower energy. That is, I feel like it's going to bring in a return to trust or return to love, letting go of anything that restricts you, inhibits you. So we have here, before we get too far into this, three major arcana. We've got Cancer here. We have water, earth, fire. I do like the fire that's here, especially because you're represented, and a little bit of air here too. So the Six of Cups is like a return to earlier times, and especially with that Queen of Cups, there's trust, there's love, there's intuition going on here too. The Queen of Cups will have you, they say, follow your intuition. Don't ignore it, because how many times do we get in trouble and we say, I knew that was going to happen. And then we knew it and we didn't do anything about it. We just kind of allowed it to unfold. So the Eight of Swords is a bit of a self-imposed prison. It's too much thinking. I do get for somebody, if they've had too much time on their hands, I see expansion with work and career. For some of you, you might pick up a side hustle. And you know what? I feel like it's that attitude is everything with that. Kind of looking at it as, I can take this or leave it. I'm not tied to it. It's come as you go as you want. You know, it's something like that where you have a lot of autonomy when you work, when you don't work, if you're doing shift or something like that on the side, some kind of a thing like that where you can do as work when you feel like it. And just seeing that as this extra money is going to be fun. It's going to bring in something a little bit more. And so it's also too with that Eight of Swords, that extra money is going to help you so you don't feel as restricted. But again, it's all about the attitude and really, you know, being in that place where you have that Six of Cups, Queen of Cups, you're loving life and that energy. So for some of you, there is a return to love here, by the way. So if you had something challenging here with the Tower, it takes it away, or something that's been restricting you. The Tower comes after the Devil in the order, and it's there for a purpose. The Tower always serves a purpose. It's like the corporate raider. For some of you, it's going to be a big upgrade in your love life. But I do feel like, too, especially with the High Priestess here, there is something about intuition and really knowing, having that knowing, not getting involved in relationships that you know are not going to go anywhere. So for some of you, if you were in something where you knew it wasn't going to go anywhere, the Tower just comes in and says, we're going to be done with that. Same thing with the job too, though. I mean, with the Tower coming in, it's taking away instability. It's always for the best and highest good. It's an awakening. So especially because there's so much about intuition going on in this reading, That black in the tower indicates not only contrast, but it's also ignorance, not seeing things as they are, or also too being in a situation where there's a lot of ego at play, especially if it was either a relationship or a work atmosphere that felt like it was competitive and not for anyone's best and highest good. It was more like that competitive energy that comes from insecurity. You know what I'm talking about there? So insecure energy being removed, because we have another 8 that comes in, and 8s are about rhythm and vibration. But with that Page of Cups, that's a messenger. The Page of Cups brings in a message of optimism, hope. So somebody here, I feel like you're going to have a new romantic interest with that Page of Cups, and with you is the Page of Wands. My God, get ready for some adventure there, because that kind of energy together is fun. It's getting out there, it's being very spontaneous, and it's kind of just letting things unfold without a lot of pressure. You do have a long-term commitment coming in, and it's getting it right the first time, but I feel like it starts out very easy. If you had something before that just felt heavy, laborious, it just wasn't fun, things that are coming in now are going to feel easy. They feel like you're in flow with this. So again, for some of you, too, that Page of Cups is some kind of side hustle. It's a job offer, an opportunity that brings in more security. So the Knight of Pentacles comes in, and this is in your subconscious, which I don't mind it at all there, because a lot of times people get a little bit antsy when they see this because they think it means it's going to take forever. This is like good news is on the way, but it's long-term. It's long-term satisfaction, long-term commitment, and it really is an energy of doing it right the first time. Okay, so I do feel like as you go along in this path, especially like I said with that 8 of Cups energy and your King of Wands coming in, you're not going to have to go revisit situations and try to fix anything up. Long-term stability in money, but also too in love. This is long-term. It's planning for the future, and it's definitely getting there. It's building the foundation for long-term happiness and success. So with the 2 of Wands in the distant past here, 2s are about partnerships, but this one feels more like career expansion. And it also, too, if you were in a relationship, like I said, that ended, and it had something to do, like it was holding you back in terms of getting out there and building your career and your finances, like it was, the word that comes in is laziness. And again, this is in the distant past, but I feel like there was something almost blocking this energy, because this is like a go-getter's energy. And I do feel like with that Tower, there was some kind of a push-pull. You're in this energy saying, I need to go do these things. I need to get up early. I need to, it's like this expansive kind of go-getter's list, and somehow being held back from that. And so again, that Tower comes in to remove it, because this really is truly who you are. It's about gains and momentum. And so for some of you with this 3 of Pentacles, this really is bringing in a harmonious energy, especially too at work. Like I said, anybody picking up something new, I do feel like you're going to like the flexibility and the freedom, but you're definitely going to like the money. There's more money coming in here. And this is about, it's a harmonious energy. It's also about being in flow with other people's ideas. So I do feel like there's something about it, especially if it is kind of, like I said, one of those things where you can turn on and off an app and just pick up work when you feel like it. It's going to be easy for you. I just feel like there's this, it just seems like you're in flow with it. Like the work appears when you want it to. Others of you, though, in terms of building a future, there is something coming in here in terms of a long-term commitment. And this is like moving in together. It's that energy, too, of being very like-minded. Because I feel like in the past, if you had some relationship that there just were too many differences in it, you've got somebody coming in that's a much better match. And so with that 8 of Cups, it's really the deeper commitment, the hero's journey. Okay, so you move on from something that wasn't horrible, but you move on to something so much better with this. It is a new cycle. And so again, I feel like you have new opportunities with money showing up here. Some of you, it could be a physical move with that 3 of Pentacles. But I feel like, too, there's a good bit of analysis going on. I mean, this is really on a deeper level, that spiritual search, really understanding who you are, why you're here, and also knowing that what's meant for you won't miss you. So if you went through some things that ended, those weren't supposed to continue. There's something more coming in here. And again, like I said, I feel like it's going to be a real match, whether it's money or love. You've got a real commitment and match showing up here. And I do feel like it lights a bit of a fire under you, because this Page of Wands, especially those of you that this is your sun sign, you are going to be having a blast in this energy. This is fun, uplifted, gregarious, getting out there and mixing it up with people who are also in the same energy as you. Okay, you're not meeting up here with somebody who's a real anchor. You're meeting up with people that say, hey, there's a great concert on the lawn next Saturday. You want to go out and do, that kind of stuff, where there's invitations coming in. And again, you're going to have a lot of autonomy here. You've got this sort of take it or leave it chemistry going on here. I also feel like, too, though, those of you that are beginning a relationship, like I said, it's going to expand and it is going to be fun. Pages bring in a curiosity, too. So I do feel like there's this new energy. I see somebody golfing. Even if you're not good or you don't even know how to play, it's like you get out and you try new things and there's no pressure to be good. It's not like this, whatever that competitive energy I picked up on earlier, I don't get that anymore. It's like there's a freedom and sort of this release. So you can just get out, let your hair down, be yourself, and not be judged. And so whoever you're attracting or the situation is going to be right up your alley. When we start to see this, these two together too are dynamos. I mean, this is definitely for career advancement, huge. But even with the High Priestess, it's using your subconscious. It's interesting because the Chariot is law of attraction energy. The Hermetic teaching behind the High Priestess is prima materia. Matter comes from the mind. And so I feel like this is a real juggernaut for manifesting. It's like, get it clear in your mind, meditate, quiet yourself down, get centered, know what you want, get out there, take a little bit of action, and the universe will take the wheel. It is like you take one step, the universe takes two with this. And so even this, too, is law of attraction. The way her crown touches those pomegranates symbolizes bringing heaven to earth. So I do feel like those of you, too, if you're single, I don't feel like it's going to be for long. You're going to meet somebody here because she does live in solitude. So there's something special for people who are single here about moving forward in a relationship that grows and expands. The King of Wands, too, I do feel like any situation you're going into is going to be an absolute match. It matches your fiery interests. It matches your fiery energy to get out and to not sit still. And so with this too, you may find that in some ways, I mentioned you have a lack of competition with other people, but you may really push yourself here because the King of Wands doesn't allow himself to rest on his laurels, okay? It really is getting out, creating more, and you're going to have new opportunities in this. This is going to be an energy too where your charisma is very much appreciated. It goes far in this. So those of you too, you may find yourself suddenly thrust into a position of leadership. If you're at a job, there's some kind of a change. And I do feel like it's fun though. It's exciting and exhilarating, and it doesn't feel that scary, but do it afraid is what I'd say on that. Because you will expand. Somebody here, you may be attracting another fire sign too. And that's why you have this sort of fun, exciting energy going on. So the Chariot comes in, and the Chariot comes in to get things done. Very much using the mind and seeing that all things are possible. There's absolutely no limitations here. You feel strong. You feel confident. For some of you, with that King of Wands, you may meet a mentor in terms of work and career. And again, it may be somebody who says, here, we're going to put you in this position, and you don't know that you're completely ready, but you are. But with the Chariot too, it's also about moving forward with balance. You have it here too. You got the two columns of balance, the pillars of balance, the balanced equal armed cross. These two sphinxes are also about balance. So as you grow and expand, it's like the energy is very smooth as things move forward. So we talked about the Pope of Joan here, the High Priestess. This is all about, potential in your life. It really is saying, like, tapping into new resources, gifts that you didn't know you even had. I do feel like in this next cycle, you're going to be really empowered, and it's going to be stuff, like I said, that you might not realize you could do, but you're going to do it. And so with the High Priestess too, this moon down here is a new cycle. Her gown turns into water, and it begins the seat of the soul, this pool of consciousness that we have featured throughout the deck. So it's a very important energy in terms of manifesting. It is kind of a beginning energy, but it is, like I said, one of power and one of creation. So I do feel like for those of you that are single, you're going to meet somebody in this, and it's going to bring in balance. So you've got a lot of fun going on here, but there's love too. So let's see here. What else does Leo need to know, please? Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Advice for Leo, please. All right, so there we've got get more information. Well, in the High Priestess, information will be revealed. So there may be somebody who has their eye on you, Leo, and if they've been kind of hanging back, they're not going to be for long. Ask for help from others. So more will be revealed here. You've got success. This always reminds me of the Chariot. Things are going to be moving forward. You've got perfect timing. You are in alignment here, and you have a yes because you create your own reality. You can have, do, or be anything, Leo. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.